To purchase for the job, yes, you can enter each purchase invoice individually. Go to the vendor's menu and select Enter Bills. Enter the invoice date, vendor name, invoice number, and total amount. Under Items, select Non-Inventory and enter the quantity and description of each item purchased. Assign the purchase to the appropriate job by clicking on the Job field and selecting the job from the list. To create customer invoicing with partial payments, create an invoice for the full amount of the job. Under Payment Terms, select Custom and enter the payment schedule, for example, 50%, 25%, 25%. Record the first payment as a deposit on the invoice. For subsequent payments, create additional invoices for the remaining amounts due. To record tool purchases, go to the Expenses menu and select Enter Expenses. Select the appropriate expense category, such as Tools and Supplies. Enter the purchase date, amount, and description of each tool. Yes, you can use your bank statements to make entries in QuickBooks. Go to the Banking menu and select Bank Feeds. Connect your business bank account to QuickBooks. Once the bank feed is set up, QuickBooks will automatically import your bank transactions. Review the imported transactions and categorize them appropriately, for example, purchases, payments, deposits. Here are some tips. Use memorized transactions to save time when entering recurring purchases or expenses. Create custom fields for tracking additional information, such as job numbers or project names. Back up your QuickBooks file regularly to protect your data. Consider these aspects in detail. Firstly, let's delve deeper into purchasing for the job. When you navigate to the vendor's menu and select Enter Bills, you're essentially creating a record of each invoice you receive from your suppliers. The invoice date is crucial for tracking when the purchase was made and when payment is due. The vendor name identifies the supplier, making it easy to track spending with specific vendors. The invoice number is the unique identifier provided by the vendor, which helps in reconciling your records with theirs. The total amount is the overall cost of the purchase, including any taxes or shipping charges. When you select Non-Inventory under the Item column, you're indicating that these are materials or supplies that you're directly using for a specific job, rather than items you're holding in inventory for later sale. Entering the quantity and description of each item provides a detailed breakdown of what you purchased. The Job field is where you link the purchase to a specific project. This is essential for accurate job costing, as it allows you to track all expenses associated with a particular job. Secondly, let's explore customer invoicing with partial payments in more detail. Creating an invoice for the full amount of the job establishes the total revenue you expect to receive from the customer. By selecting Custom under Payment Terms, you can define a payment schedule that aligns with your project's milestones or your agreement with the customer. Specifying the payment schedule, such as 50%, 25%, 25%, clearly outlines when each payment is due. Recording the first payment as a deposit on the invoice acknowledges that you've received an initial payment from the customer. For subsequent payments, creating additional invoices for the remaining amounts due ensures that you accurately track all payments received and the outstanding balance. Thirdly, let's examine how to record tool purchases effectively. When you go to the Expenses menu and select Enter Expenses, you're creating a record of your tool purchases. Selecting the appropriate expense category, such as Tools and Supplies, ensures that these purchases are properly classified in your accounting records. Entering the purchase date, amount, and description of each tool provides a detailed record of each tool you've acquired. Now, let's delve into using bank statements for entries. When you go to the Banking menu and select Bank Feeds, you're initiating the process of connecting your bank account to QuickBooks. Connecting your business bank account to QuickBooks allows the software to automatically import your bank transactions. Once the bank feed is set up, QuickBooks will automatically import your bank transactions, saving you the time and effort of manually entering each transaction. Reviewing the imported transactions and categorizing them appropriately, for example, purchases, payments, deposits, ensures that your bank transactions are accurately reflected in your accounting records. Furthermore, let's consider the tips provided in more detail. Using memorized transactions can significantly streamline your data entry process. When you have recurring purchases or expenses, such as monthly rent or regular supply orders, you can create a memorized transaction that automatically populates the necessary fields. This saves you the time and effort of manually entering the same information each time. Creating custom fields allows you to track additional information that is relevant to your business. For example, you might create custom fields for tracking job numbers, project names, or customer types. This additional information can be valuable for reporting and analysis. Backing up your QuickBooks file regularly is crucial for protecting your data. Data loss can occur due to hardware failure, software corruption, or human error. By backing up your QuickBooks file regularly, you can ensure that you have a recent copy of your data that you can restore in the event of a data loss incident. Consider backing up your data to both a local storage device and a cloud-based storage service for added protection. To elaborate further on purchasing for the job, when entering bills, consider using the class tracking feature in QuickBooks if you need to categorize expenses by different aspects of your business, such as different departments or product lines. This can provide valuable insights into the profitability of different areas of your business. Also, explore using purchase orders in QuickBooks to manage your purchasing process more effectively. Purchase orders allow you to track what you've ordered from vendors, when you expect to receive it, and how much it will cost. This can help you to avoid overspending and ensure that you have the materials you need for each job. For customer invoicing with partial payments, consider using progress invoicing in QuickBooks. Progress invoicing allows you to invoice customers based on the percentage of work completed. This can be helpful for long-term projects where you want to receive payment at regular intervals. Also, explore using customer statements in QuickBooks to provide customers with a summary of their account activity, including outstanding invoices and payments. This can help to improve customer communication and reduce the risk of late payments. For recording tool purchases, consider creating a separate fixed asset account for tools that have a useful life of more than 1 year. This will allow you to depreciate the cost of the tools over their useful life, which can reduce your taxable income. Also, explore using inventory tracking in QuickBooks to manage your tool inventory more effectively. This can help you to track the location of your tools, their condition, and their value. For using bank statements for entries, consider using bank rules in QuickBooks to automate the process of categorizing bank transactions. Bank rules allow you to define criteria for automatically assigning transactions to specific accounts. This can save you time and effort when reconciling your bank statements. Also, explore using the Reconcile feature in QuickBooks to ensure that your bank balance matches your QuickBooks balance. This is an important step in ensuring the accuracy of your accounting records. For memorized transactions, consider setting up memorized transactions for recurring journal entries, such as depreciation expense or amortization expense. This can save you time and effort when preparing your financial statements. Also, explore using memorized transactions for recurring customer invoices or sales receipts. This can help you to automate your billing process and ensure that you're getting paid on time. For custom fields, consider creating custom fields for tracking customer demographics, such as age, gender, or location. This can provide valuable insights into your customer base and help you to target your marketing efforts more effectively. Also, explore using custom fields for tracking product attributes, such as size, color, or material. This can help you to manage your inventory more effectively and provide customers with more detailed product information. For backing up your QuickBooks file, consider setting up automatic backups in QuickBooks. This will ensure that your data is backed up regularly without you having to manually initiate the backup process. Also, explore using a cloud-based backup service to store your QuickBooks backups. This will protect your data from data loss due to hardware failure or other disasters. Remember to always keep your QuickBooks software up to date with the latest updates and security patches. This will help to protect your data from security vulnerabilities and ensure that you're using the latest features and functionality. Also, consider taking a QuickBooks training course to learn more about how to use the software effectively. There are many online and in-person training courses available that can help you to master QuickBooks. Moreover, regarding purchasing for the job, ensure you maintain proper documentation for each purchase. This includes invoices, receipts, and any other relevant paperwork. Proper documentation is crucial for accurate record keeping and can be invaluable during audits or tax preparation. Consider implementing a system for organizing and storing these documents, whether it's a physical filing system or a digital one using cloud storage or document management software. When entering bills, be mindful of sales tax. Ensure you are correctly calculating and recording sales tax on your purchases, as required by your local and state tax laws. QuickBooks can help you automate this process, but it's important to understand the underlying principles. In terms of customer invoicing with partial payments, clearly communicate your payment terms to your customers upfront. This can help avoid misunderstandings and ensure timely payments. Include the payment schedule in your contracts or agreements, and reiterate it on your invoices. Also, consider offering discounts for early payments to incentivize customers to pay promptly. Regarding recording tool purchases, differentiate between tools with a short lifespan and those that are considered fixed assets. Tools with a short lifespan should be expensed immediately, while fixed assets should be depreciated over their useful life. Consult with an accountant or tax advisor to determine the appropriate depreciation method for your tools. When using bank statements for entries, reconcile your bank accounts regularly. This involves comparing your bank statements to your QuickBooks records to identify any discrepancies. Reconciling your bank accounts helps ensure the accuracy of your financial records and can help detect fraud or errors. For memorized transactions, review your memorized transactions periodically to ensure they are still accurate and relevant. As your business evolves, your recurring transactions may change, so it's important to keep your memorized transactions up to date. In the context of custom fields, use custom fields strategically to track information that is most relevant to your business. Avoid creating too many custom fields, as this can clutter your QuickBooks interface and make it difficult to find the information you need. For backing up your QuickBooks file, test your backups periodically to ensure they are working correctly. This involves restoring a backup file to a test environment to verify that the data is intact and that you can successfully access it. This will give you confidence that your backups will be effective in the event of a data loss incident. Remember to stay informed about changes to accounting regulations and tax laws. These changes can impact how you use QuickBooks and how you manage your finances. Consult with an accountant or tax advisor to stay up to date on the latest developments. Finally, consider investing in QuickBooks training and support resources. QuickBooks offers a variety of training courses, tutorials, and support resources to help you get the most out of the software. Taking advantage of these resources can help you to improve your QuickBooks skills and resolve any issues you encounter. Also, consider joining the QuickBooks online community to connect with other users and share tips and best practices.